Welcome back to another episode. Keith. And he's drinking a soda. Rudy.
Welcome back.
He's finally back.
He is.
After I got bit by 2 snakes.
After Rudy's butting some guy's snake.
No.
His snake docked with another snake.
Well, this past weekend was a fantastic pay-per-view.
Yes, it was.
A pay-per-view that started off pretty strong and then just took a giant turn on us.
Yeah, not SummerSlam, by the way.
No,
the
Takeover
turd
was
was
great.
SummerSlam.
The turd was SummerSlam after the last 2 matches kind of really brought it down. And also Drew Gulak didn't win, so, that automatically just, goodbye.
NXT TakeOver Brooklyn, phenomenal.
Another great Takeover. Cannot hate it.
You would be you would think it wasn't associated with WWE at all.
Well,
by how good it is and how
it's funny because one of our friends Snapchatted us and was like, the same company that brings us this is the same company that's allowing Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns to fight each other for the 4th time in the main event. And he's right. It is one of those things where you're like, really? Like, come on. So,
I mean, I don't know if there's anything I disliked with TakeOver.
no, it definitely wasn't the best Takeover, but it was a really, really solid Takeover. That tag match was probably one of the best tag matches we've had on a Takeover in a while. That tag match was awesome.
Yeah.
I think that's, honestly, that may be my favorite match of the weekend, the whole weekend. I think that was my favorite personally, was that match.
One of the most entertaining ones was probably Ricochet versus Adam Cole.
That was another one up there. That was a really good match. Both of them were just... Not only that, like, all of their moves they had together, the timing was just perfect. Like, they didn't skip a beat at all. It was like, you couldn't have timed any of their...
Yeah.
Like Cole super kicking Ricochet on the moonsault.
I had to rewind that for you and our buddy Josh. Cause
I saw it.
No, you didn't.
Yes,
you were
I
both
did.
like this in your phone.
I still saw it. I looked up and I knew it was coming. Either way.
But it was a great match.
It was. I enjoyed it a lot. Even, I would say, TakeOver in general, probably an A.
Yeah, Velveteen finally won a match.
I loved his pants.
I love Velveteen.
He called me up Vince. That was hilarious. He's got balls.
Not gonna happen, but...
No, not yet.
Not yet.
They definitely would not be a good idea if he came up now. Not a good idea.
How to ruin a character in 30 seconds. Call him up.
Basically. And then we had the Kairi Sane versus Shayna Baszler match.
shocking finish, which was awesome.
I thought that was the right finish, though.
Yeah.
It's the best way.
It protected both of them.
It's like the only way you're going to beat Shayna Baszler.
It protected both of them, and I thought it was a great way because Baszler still looked strong. It was a really good match. Not the best female match we've ever seen on NXT, but a really good match. I was happy with it.
So was I.
It was a lot better than I thought it would be, to be quite honest. I didn't go in with the highest of expectations, but it exceeded my expectations.
It's a shame that TakeOver was only like 2 hours, and then we're going to have to talk about the 7-hour travesty.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a lot of wrestling.
Oh my god.
It's a lot. But there really wasn't that much actual wrestling going on.
No, the matches were pretty solid for the most part up until the last 2. There was wrestling going on, like Seth versus Dolph.
Yeah.
But before we go into SummerSlam, let's finish with TakeOver. Gargano and Ciampa, great again, as always. Personally, I think their street fight at the last TakeOver was their best match of the 3.
It definitely was. This one was definitely probably the weakest of their matches.
But it was still one of those things where it's like, it's still one of the matches. It was still like a match that I get it because it was still good. They had so much storytelling and foreshadowing and all that stuff.
Did they this isn't the end of Gargano's title,
No, he'll probably be in it. I think he's gonna.
Black's gonna come back.
Black's gonna come back at some point. Ciampa's gonna have to face someone else soon, and then we'll see what happens. Gargano, they may have him face someone else. Maybe they'll have Gargano Black go into a feud real quick. That'd be fun.
That allows either Adam Cole or Velveteen Dream to be.
Well, Cole lost the title, so why not?
Yeah.
Cole versus Ciampa. I think that's
what
cool.
I said in our pre-episode. Like, I could see Ricochet beating Adam Cole and Adam Cole being the next person.
Yeah.
You shot me down when I said that.
I shot it down. No, I shot it down, and I told you later. I'm like, you know what? You're right. At first, I wasn't seeing it, but I was like, no, you're right. Yeah, nah. That's why I changed my mind. But yeah, and then Takeover, great, excellent. Hey, phenomenal.
If you haven't watched it, go watch it again.
Yeah, I would go watch it.
If you've watched it,
watch it again.
Watch it again.
Just because it's great.
I'll probably put it on at some point again. At least
I watched it yesterday. Again.
And
And then we have
SummerSlam.
Pre-show's boring. The matches were boring. I don't really
Just because
care.
of pre-show, they know people don't
I
care
actually
about that
expected
shit.
a little bit more out of the 205 Live match, and that was
Yeah. That was one of the matches I was excited about.
and it was very underwhelming.
They were probably like, you only have this much, and like, well, we ain't got shit. Fuck it.
Yeah.
They probably don't care anymore. I wouldn't care if I were them either, because they're not getting the time or the respect. You know? If they're going to keep being put on the pre-show, why give a full effort? They're getting paid anyway.
Why give them their own show?
Yeah.
by the way, I just want to warn you right now. Going to be a couple of rants in this review here. Just letting you know right now.
Fair.
Then you get told for Rudy's Wrestling Reigns.
No, the Rudy's Wrestling Rants is doing a crossover with Super Wrestle Brothers right now, so don't worry.
Okay. So, yep, pre-show was not a thing.
I don't remember the actual order, but the whole might start off with
Seth Rollins versus
yeah.
Dolph Ziggler. Great match.
It was good.
Great match again. Those guys have great chemistry
there was
together.
just enough interference that there really wasn't interference.
Yeah. It was the right amount. I feel like it was the right amount. We didn't need that much, and I'm glad that they left
But
it
that
where they
spot where Rollins has Ziggler on the top rope and he slams him and he picks him up again and then he slams him back down again.
did. Yeah,
That was a really cool spot.
it was. I enjoyed
And
it.
Rollins
It was
is
a good match.
actually fucking strong.
All four of those people in any combination will put on a good match.
Exactly. You know, it's also good to see Dean back.
It is.
Yeah.
You know, I did miss Dean.
He got jacked.
He did. Alright.
And there was no heel turn.
There was none.
He still...
Although, there's speculation about what happened on Raw that there was a heel turn for 3 people.
Oh, for the Shield?
They're saying that they all turned heel, apparently. That'd be cool, get a heel Shield reunion. That'd be pretty sweet, even though the crowd's still gonna cheer for them, but, you know, it'd still be cool.
I just want Braun to beat them all up now.
That's basically, I think, what's gonna happen at some point. So, yeah.
Braun beat them all up.
Yeah, basically. So, speaking of Braun, him versus Kevin Owens, I think that match was cut short. After I watched it, I think Kevin Owens died.
Yeah, he definitely either had a concussion or he just
He got blacked out for a minute.
Yeah.
He definitely was out cold for a
he
minute.
bounced off that.
Yeah, that did not look pretty at all. That looked like it hurt a lot.
Oh my god. Yeah. All I can say is poor Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Yeah. And that match, I think, got cut short because of that.
He dropped so hard he went unconscious.
That wasn't the biggest job of the night, but
It
we'll get
wasn't
to that.
No, we'll get to the biggest job.
Yeah, that's later. That's one of the reasons this pay-per-view was kind of like...
Oh my god.
Yeah. Miz and Daniel Bryan, I thought was solid.
It was good.
I thought it was a good match.
I expected...
As of right now, that is the best rivalry going on WWE.
Is that excluding
On
NXT?
WWE.
Okay. Because NXT is technically part of WWE. But
No.
WWE TV. Okay.
They don't do that.
So we get it. Yes, I would agree. That is the best rivalry going on. You can't not do it. There's so much emotion, so much
Now that now they brought Brie back.
intensity into it. You know what that means? It means Daniel Bryan signed again.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Daniel Bryan is
I'm
back
excited.
officially.
So
That's
does that
good.
mean Maurice is gonna wrestle?
Yeah, they're signed for a match at Hell in a Cell. It's Brie and Daniel Bryan versus Maurice and Miz. Which Daniel and Brie will probably win. And they'll set up a third match later down the line between the two of them. So that works. I'm okay with that. That was good. A good way. Good Miz chicken shit heel way to win.
Yeah.
And cheating.
I did not see him cheat.
Okay, Corey Graves. Anyway, but that was a good match. I enjoyed that. And
Even before that, they just had a good.
They do. They
solid
had a
match
good
going
build-up. Exactly.
Yeah.
Bludgeon Brothers versus the New Day.
That was...
We know why the Bludgeon Brothers lost now.
Yes.
Yeah, Eric Rowan tore his bicep.
They don't have. They're like them in the revival. They just don't have a lot of luck.
No. I mean, Luke Harper's always fine. It's always Rowan who gets hurt.
Yeah, Rowan...
Rowan, tore his tricep came back, they're fine, and now he tore his bicep.
He's,
Yeah.
yeah.
The Revival was just bad because they came up, they had the good showing against New Day, and then like 2 weeks later at a house show, Dawson broke his jaw. No, Wilder broke his jaw.
Yeah.
And then as soon as
And
Wilder
it was
came
tore bicep.
back, Dawson tore his bicep.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, guys, come on.
But back now, it definitely seems
Yeah.
like they're trying to weigh in.
They're
what
starting.
have,
They're
which
starting
is
to bring
good.
him in. They're starting to do better. But you know, B team's kind of got a little momentum going to them. Ride it out for a little bit. They are entertaining us
now
now.
on Monday we have the new champions. Or SmackDown Tuesday.
Yeah, SmackDown on Tuesday.
They
New
had
Day
New Day
won the
take
title, made them the 5-time tag champs. So, but that's fine. Like New Day matches are still solid. Like every New Day match, I don't hate because they put on a good show regardless, and they entertain. Plus now,
And they did it without Biggie.
yeah, that's the other thing. You know, they changed it. So now I'm thinking we're probably going to see Sanity get pushed a little more,
They have to.
or the Bar. I hope the Bar, unless they're splitting the Bar up. But
Well, I
I
want
want to
Sandy
see
to get
Killian
pushed.
Dane versus Biggie.
I think that'd be awesome. I
I
think
want
that'd
to
be great.
Sandy get pushed, so they're freaking
Yeah.
call up.
Not
isn't
the
wasted.
Ascension.
Yeah, don't make them the new Ascension because they're better than that.
Well, yeah, they're also a 3-guy team, which could put on like really good matches. So it's like,
And Eric Young's one of the most underrated wrestlers of wrestling this generation.
Yeah.
yes.
So
Just because he sounds like he's smoked for millions of years.
yes, yeah. Then there was the SmackDown Women's title. Fortunately, Charlotte Flair won.
Can I say one thing?
Go ahead. You're
Here's
part
the
of this
bullshit
podcast.
part of Becky's heel turn. Okay, the heel turn was great. I was behind it 100%. Me and Keith, I'm sure you too.
Yeah,
It
I
was awesome.
thought it was needed.
But then WWE seems to have this whole thing with heels where no, we gotta emphasize that they're heels, so they gotta attack the fans, regardless of how much it doesn't make sense. She's blaming the fans, like, "Oh, you were cheering. For,
You were never actually behind me.
You were cheering for
I didn't
Charlotte."
hear that.
Yeah.
That was on SmackDown.
Yeah.
No, because well, I didn't see it. I saw.
Yeah.
I guess I came into it at a wrong time, where she came in and said something like, "I knew at that moment that Charlotte Flair had taken my thunder for the last time."
Yeah,
It
And
was
it
right
clicked on
before
her.
that.
Yeah.
So I came in
She's
after.
It was something along the lines like, none of you booed, none of you petitioned that Becky got screwed. As soon as Charlotte won, all you did was cheer.
Which they didn't because they
No.
booed the shit
The
out of it. They
entire
were so
arena
unhappy.
unglued for Becky.
They
So-
unglued
so
because
that's-
Becky's the most over female in the
Exactly.
company besides
Which is-
Ronda.
which is
but that's
why-
for a different reason.
Which is why the whole like her that dialogue there makes no sense. Like whoever wrote that is a fucking
She could have
idiot.
easily been the heel that's just like, listen, they know I'm the best.
Yeah.
I am the best.
My daddy isn't the reason shit is handed to me.
Yeah.
well,
I mean, they
to
pull
be
that one
quite
a
honest,
lot
though,
with Charlotte. though.
Charlotte's not bad. In
No,
the ring.
but she's
it's
had-
more
She
she's
should
forced
not
out
have,
to.
at
No,
this early in her
no, no,
career,
no.
tied Trish.
Now that
For
I
both
agree.
titles.
That I agree. But but Charlotte's not a bad wrestler.
Well, no,
in
this
in
is-
all honesty, I think she's one
We
of the
never
better.
said she was a
Yeah,
bad
No,
wrestler.
that's what I'm saying. But there are people who say she's a bad wrestler. I'm like,
Well, no.
that's just not true.
No,
No.
this is more about there's
It's
no
more about the
reason
fact
she
that
should have
she
been
gets
in the
pushed.
match.
Yeah, she's like the female Roman, just not as force fed. She's not as force fed as Roman.
Well, that's because they let her win her title match.
Are they like gonna like make sure by 2020 she ties her dad in like title reigns? Because that would. Be
I don't
That's
think
what
so.
they're going with.
Maybe. But
I mean, that's
I
2
don't
years.
think so.
She'll probably have 3 more reigns by then.
Yeah, but that's the thing is everyone
By the time
gets
she's 40, she'll have 30 reigns.
maybe, but I don't know. Anyway, no, I feel it was a bad move to put her there. I think it starts a good feud though. I think her and Charlotte is a good feud to work off of. And
You're
I
just-
think
But it's a
I
terrible
think Becky
feud
winning
if
that-
Charlotte still walks out with it.
I feel if they can get 2 matches out of it, if Charlotte wins the first match, but Becky redeems herself, gets the second win,
If Becky
then
does
I'm
not
happy
get
with
the
it.
title out
Becky
of it,
has to get the title out of it. If not, they need to move her to Raw. They need to get her off of SmackDown. They need to put her on Raw. She needs to go fight those women over
'cause
there.
they're gonna
and I
let
think that'd be good.
Becky take down Ronda.
We'll get to Ronda.
They're not going.
That's
She's gonna lose that
Anyway.
title, but it's not gonna be for a specific reason. I can see them doing what they did with Roman a couple of years ago, where they sat there and did stuff, and then You know how Roman had to defend his title in the Royal Rumble? I can see them making Ronda do that. Why not? And someone else wins because Ronda got distracted and gets thrown over, like Roman did. I could easily see that.
We'll get to
No,
Ronda.
they're just gonna make
We'll get
her
to
way
Ronda.
too powerful.
We'll
Yeah.
get to Ronda. All I want is for Becky's heel run to just be good, not generic, stereotypical bullshit.
Right, but so far it looks like it's off to a good start for her.
The speech wasn't the best, but
Well, the first part of the speech. The second part where she talked about Charlotte and how Charlotte got handed stuff and everything, that worked. That was fine. And I think the two of them could put on good enough matches where everyone's going to be happy with this if Becky walks out with the title in the end, which I think can happen and probably will happen. There's no way. If they claim that they're going to listen to the fans in the WWE Universe or whatever,
they don't listen to shit.
yes, I understand that. But if they claim it, you would have to think at some point, Becky's the most over. Becky sells more merch, I believe, than Charlotte. You would think putting Becky with the title would be a great idea. They have her going and doing all these other private events and, you know, like public events for charity and everything. Becky's always there.
Yeah.
Charlotte does a decent amount too, but Becky's always at those ones for like Make-A-Wish and all that stuff. So it's not like she's not marketable. She is a very marketable person. I just think it was the wrong idea to have Charlotte be A, put in that match, and B, have her win.
Yeah.
Bad idea.
I think the best scenario would have been Carmella still walks out because
I think that would've
if
been
Charlotte
better.
costed Becky the match that allowed Carmella to somehow win it,
We still could have had the Becky heel turn and still would have.
because Becky could have been
Yeah.
like, I had
This
it.
was my time. I had it, and you cost me.
You got selfish. You didn't even win it yourself,
Mhm.
but you cost me my championship.
Yeah.
Would have worked better.
Yeah, I think it would have worked fine because you could have gotten another match. And you would have probably gotten a Becky versus Charlotte match to see who faces Carmella for the title
A
match.
number one contenders match.
Exactly. And I think that would have been a great match.
Mhm.
That would have been a great match to have.
And either one of them would just destroy Carmella.
Absolutely. But it would work. And
Yeah.
Carmella's had her reign. Her reign worked. It was a good reign for her. For her and for her ability, it ran its course.
She probably could have went a little longer.
One more pay-per-view would be the only thing I would have said. It like
Running
I said.
off the, I am not this. I am the diva in this world, and I can still do it.
Yeah.
What would we have come after that?
Another match I could think off the top of my head would be Constable Corbin versus the returning Demon King, Finn Balor.
Seeing the Demon King was cool.
Yeah, seeing
It
that
lets us
was
know
cool.
that's still there.
It was cool hearing Baron Corbin like, I didn't agree to this! That was hilarious. But I thought it was a stupid match, and I knew they threw that match on that late for the sheer fact that they knew it was going to be the two main. They knew they needed a break. Because I think the match before, what was the match before that? It was a match that was pretty decent. I think, was it the Miz, Daniel Bryan?
Yeah.
So I think it was, okay, we got the Miz, Daniel Bryan, the crowd was into it. We need a match that's going to separate them, but still have some excitement, so that's why they had Finn bring back the Demon.
Give us a little time.
Give it a little like, ooh, yay, that's kind of cool, but now I can kind of chill out and relax and go to the bathroom. And that's it.
Yeah, once you watch the entrance, it's done.
Yeah, basically, because you knew it was going to happen. So, didn't really matter.
We'll see it back again before probably the end of the year.
Yeah, probably will.
If they push Finn.
Which probably won't, because I don't think Vince likes Finn, even though Triple H is like a huge Finn fan. So, yeah. Yeah, then there's the only other matches I can think of are the two stinkers.
No, there's Joe and...
Joe and AJ, that's right.
Which was good.
That was good.
I thought it was a good match, and I thought
I liked
it
the
ended.
finish.
I was okay with the finish because it sets up for another one.
I think right now that's the second best feud going on after.
I didn't like how they set it up to start, though.
I like where it's going.
I like where it's going, though. Yes, I do like where it's going, where Joe's going to push AJ to the edge.
Oh, also, no, yeah.
What else?
There was Jeff Hardy and Shinsuke Nakamura.
I don't give a shit
I
about Jeff
really
Hardy.
did not
No,
care
I
about
just
that
want
match.
I just want to point out one thing: the swanton onto the apron, and I sat there. I was like, Jeff, this is why your career is cutting so short.
He
You're
saw
killing
Velveteen's
yourself.
spot and was like,
Yeah, he definitely copied that after Velveteen did the elbow drop on the outside.
yeah. He was just trying to copy Velveteen.
That was my first thing I said after I saw him do that. I literally looked at you and was like, he copied Velveteen. I literally looked at you and was like, that was copied from last night.
Honestly, they could swap out Jeff and put Velveteen in what they would do with Jeff, and it would be okay. It'd be probably better.
Yeah, he has the charisma that Jeff had back in the day. We don't know if he'll... I mean, I think he'll draw, but who knows if he'll draw the same, crowd reactions are a little different from NXT, from the live crowd.
I think his first call-up will be big.
Yes.
When it finally happens, yeah. I think he's going to be after WrestleMania. I really think he's going to stay in NXT. He doesn't even have to win the title. He's so big right now, he doesn't need the title. The crowd loves him. So... You know what I'm hoping for at Survivor Series? Team NXT versus Team WWE. I think that'd be cool. It doesn't even have to be like the biggest stars of WWE versus biggest stars of NXT. It could be like Velveteen, EC3, those guys against like former NXT people who think like NXT wasn't as good without us.
Going off that, one thing I think would be cool, you have that, and you just have all of WWE just looking at NXT like, look at us. Like, they're in the ring, they're here, out of the stands, NXT UK just starts beating them up. So
UK joins in too? That'd be pretty sweet.
UK, NXT, and NXT.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Throw Pete Dunne in there because you get Pete Dunne on the roster and everyone knows how big.
Yeah, you just have them like in the back, just like.
Yeah.
Just a giant.
You would definitely have to have WWE win that Survivor Series.
I think you could make NXT make it. I mean, yeah, if WWE wins, but I think you could have NXT make it close. I think it could come down to final one-on-one.
They could just be a giant nexus.
Could be like the invasion angle, only done right.
With like maybe Adam Cole's the leader of
Adam
it.
Cole
So like
would
the
be
Bullet
good.
Club and all them show up.
Even Vince loves Adam Cole.
Party outside Raw.
Again. Who's taking the selfie this time? Jimmy Jacobs is gone. Kevin Owens. He is best friends with all of them.
Yeah.
It'd have to be Kevin. He's best friends with all of
There's
them.
a lot of them that are all friends with him, though.
Yeah, but Kevin's like super best friends. Like, was part of both Young Bucks' wedding, I believe. So Kevin's like super best friends with all of them. Seth is best friends with all of them. Sammy.
I'm sure AJ's friends with him.
AJ was part of Bullet Club, so yeah.
They just friends with everybody.
Finn Balor.
Finn started Bullet Club, so yeah.
You just see Finn out there just...
Who do I choose? Fuck!
They're all standing there, you just see Finn in the back doing his smile.
just pokes through and photobombs it by smiling. That's his Finn freeze.
Nah, he knows he might get in trouble, so he goes as the demon with his tongue sticking out. So it's like when he gets called to the office. We talked about wasn't that?
That was me.
What was me? What?
Was that demon, Finn? Yeah, that's not me.
No,
My name is Finn Balor.
I'm Finn.
That is Finn Balor.
Finn Balor.
Finn
Finn
Balor.
Balor.
My name is Fergal. What are you guys talking about?
Did Brock Lesnar drop the title yet?
Alright, so those were those matches. That was okay. Everything was fine. I thought the pay-per-view in total was fine.
Wait.
Until the last...
Going into the last two matches, I was probably sitting at a B.
I was sitting at a B. I was like, there could be potential for an A.
Charlotte winning lowered it from a B plus to a B.
But you still had a chance to get an A if the two matches were done right.
And then you had an absolute squash.
Just bad. I did not like it at all. Because now you just made someone who has been your women's champion on both brands and has been a dominant force in Alexa Bliss. Not dominant, but smart enough to
like
win.
Santino
Looked
Marella
like she did not belong in the ring with Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey absolutely destroyed her.
Stephanie McMahon looked like she belonged more in the ring.
Yeah.
At Mania than Alexa Bliss did in this match.
Yeah.
She was not even, 4 months and they just give her a fucking title?
See, I thought they were going to hold off until Mania.
No,
like,
bullshit.
If they did, I know. I wasn't happy with it. I
think it was a WWE swerve. They're like, oh, all the fans, I think the bells are out. They're going to cause Ronda the match. Ha ha ha.
And she hugged them. And they
Hugged
hugged her.
Nothing,
like,
and that was it.
Yeah,
I think it's trying to show like the women respect Ronda.
Fuck that shit.
Well, no, because there was an article that came out beforehand. They asked Alexa Bliss. They were like, was there any animosity towards Ronda Rousey when she came in? And she goes, no. Not that I was aware of. She said, everyone's okay with Ronda being here because she has a passion for it. She is a wrestling fan, which she was. And the fact that she's willing to learn. She's willing to sit here and learn.
You
She's
have to
not
let her
having an attitude.
Finish learning before you give her this.
Yeah, because all she does is arm drag people.
And make the same stupid face.
Yeah, her makeup.
Yeah, I was about to say
Christ,
that
what
makeup.
the fuck happened?
The hair, fine.
Hair was fine. The makeup where it was here was fine. It was the stuff that was like up here where I was like, what the hell was
It was
going
at that moment
on?
you should have stopped.
They should have just left her with the
You guys
eye
ever
black.
see the
It looked
ending?
like she was like, the eye black stuff was fine. It was the stuff that was on top, above her eyebrows.
Why did no one stop her from going out being like, you look fucking stupid?
You ever see the ending to Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, when they send the orcs after, the hobbits?
Yeah.
And there's that one big orc that, is leading them all.
She kind of looks like that. She kind of looks like a Klingon.
Yeah, whew, that was rough.
And it was, and her face compared to her body was like the white wall on like a tan body.
I just...
Honestly, if Alexa did one thing in that match, what she should have done was just start wiping her face, be like, "Let me help you."
First of all, getting Alexa in the armbar... I'm sorry, Alexa's double jointed. That match should have at least had some of Alexa having offense.
Yeah.
They had her put up a
like
lazy kick.
that did nothing. It just pissed Ronda off. Like that. I'm sorry, but you booked her like Brock Lesnar.
It's
Brock
They
Lesnar
booked
all
her
over.
stronger than Brock Lesnar.
It's like right in a comic book.
No, not when Brock first came back, because he did suplex Cena around 16 times, and Cena had one AA, and Lesnar kicked out at 1 and laughed at him. So, in a premise, it was kind of booked the same way in a sense, but, Alexa Bliss didn't even get to do, her signature or anything good. She literally just threw a kick that did absolutely nothing.
It wasn't even like an attempted kick.
It was like a get away from me, I don't like this kick.
Or kind of like...
She fought like Carmella.
They put up more of a fight in her match with Becky and Charlotte.
No, I mean when Carmella's not doing her signature
Yeah.
stuff, and she's like,
Get off me, get
"Get
off me.
off me, get off me." That's what Alexa was doing. And Alexa actually
I did not like that. I was not happy about that because that just made Alexa look bad.
horribly.
And Alexa's been one of your
biggest
kind of sellers, and she's kind of been your champion in a sense. If you look at it, she's been champion more than anyone else in the company of the past year and a half.
Yeah.
She's honestly one of the
She's
biggest.
held the title longer than anyone else.
She's
combined.
she's one of the
Well,
biggest.
She's held
Rock.
both titles. She's held both titles.
She's one of the biggest heels.
They just made her look like she was nothing.
I'm sorry. Yes. Okay.
I mean, it looked like a jobber match when
Yeah.
they picked
No,
someone
it
from
was.
the town.
So, okay, sure. All right. Ronda's MMA. She was in UFC. We get it. We fucking get it. But she has to be treated like everyone else. It's bullshit that you're giving her a title because of what she was. And then meanwhile, the actual women that their passion is literally WWE, not UFC, not MMA before, as their first career. The actual women who are WWE performers get screwed. And that's bullshit. I'm sorry. It's given a celebrity a title. It's honestly, okay, I'll give her more credit than David Arquette, but it's not too much different than giving the fucking title to David Arquette in WCW. Fucking bullshit. Fucking awful.
The one argument I have to yours, and it's not even really an argument, is saying how every woman in the company now was wrestlers beforehand. Charlotte was a bodybuilder. Alexa was a bodybuilder. Carmella was a dancer. Naomi was a dancer.
Yeah, but
they weren't.
But they went through their.
No, but they went through. They went through and paid their dues.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. They paid their dues, and you are correct. There are other females who were kind of like Ronda, but just not as famous. But they paved the way. And
But then you have the Paiges, the Baileys, who were.
But
and Sasha,
they weren't
Sasha, Becky.
Charlotte did wrestle though. She wanted to, but she didn't want to. Rick didn't want her to, and then she was like, "Okay, well, I'm going to do my other thing, which is bodybuilding or whatever." So she did that, and then they were like, "You know what? I'm going to do it. Fuck it." But everyone's paved their way in the company.
Yeah.
But the only reason they're doing it is because Ronda's going to put asses in seats, which is true.
They're losing Brock.
They're losing Brock for a little. They're not going to have Brock who puts asses in seats, so they got to fill it another way. They don't have Cena anymore, Cena's basically doing the Rock and gone, and will only come
They're
back every
just
now
trying
and
to
then.
find someone.
They're trying to find stuff that's going to keep them relevant and to move people. Plus the fact that Fox is getting SmackDown next year, they're going to probably book it at some point where they're going to put all the big people on SmackDown because that's going to get more views.
Because it's Fox. Like, Fox is
Exactly.
one of the biggest networks.
That's what I'm saying. They're going to want to book it so they get stuff there. And at some point, I can see Ronda losing this title and then going to SmackDown and winning that title when it comes to that title. No, but if you give it you give it a year, I would have been okay. I would have been okay with Ronda not winning the title now, but winning it around WrestleMania, maybe next SummerSlam. I would have been okay with that. This was way too early. And this was maybe one of those WWE shock things. They wanted to create some buzz in the wrestling world and the other world.
We all knew it was probably actually going to happen this way.
Yeah, but in all honesty, I thought she was going to get screwed out of it.
Yeah,
I didn't think she was going to win. I thought she was going to get screwed out.
Because
Like I said, that's why they had the Bellas there.
Yeah, it was so convenient to have the Bellas there.
The Bellas, the Natty's there. They could have easily had Natty turn into a heel turn. I think with the fact that her dad died, rest in peace, Jim Anvil. But, I feel like that was kind of another thing, or like we could have had Natty do it, but we're not going to make her do anything.
It just, yeah.
I hope they also didn't do it just to have that feel-good moment at the end of her and Natty walking up, being like, "This is my best friend." I hope that
wasn't the reason either. I hope they have
no
a specific plan for it. Isn't Money in the Bank coming up soon?
Hell in the Cell.
How the hell's
No, but isn't... Oh, Money in the Bank just happened. Never mind. I thought it was later on.
Strowman just...
Strowman's so terrible.
Wow, you're right. I forgot about that. My bad. It's been a long week. Totally forgot about that. See, the thing, he doesn't need the fucking briefcase. That's my wrestling rant. Strowman doesn't need the fucking briefcase.
He really... No,
There's no reason for him to have that. He doesn't need
So
it.
if he has the briefcase, is he still going to challenge Roman Reigns?
Yeah, he's waiting for that moment.
Like,
I mean,
who's Roman
he's
Reigns?
it on Raw.
Who is Roman Reigns' next opponent?
That's the thing. The Shield's back together. He's not going to have to defend that title. They're going to have a six-man tag match coming next. He's not defending that title.
It's going to be a three-man handicap match.
Yeah, it's going to be a 3-on-1 if it is.
Shield versus Strowman.
I can see that.
And let's
It should be like, Strowman, you just have to find two people.
I don't need these hands!
I got Nicholas.
Come on, Nicholas! Just fucking throws him at the Shield.
All of a sudden, he just shows up there, Lars Sullivan, and I don't know who else.
Can you imagine if he got Lars Sullivan and
I would say Killian Dane, but he's not going to do it when he's with Sanity.
No. Lars Sullivan and who's another big dude?
Oh, I'm drawing blank at his name. He's in NXT. He just finally appeared on TV 2 or 3 weeks ago.
Moose?
I wish. That'd be awesome. Oh my god.
Can you imagine Braun Strowman and Moose in the same team?
Why am I drawing a giant name? He's 6'8".
I didn't watch NXT too.
You know who I'm talking about, though.
Is he someone we both made a comment about not too long ago?
Which guy?
Not Fabian Eichner, the other guy, Dan.
No, not
Those guys.
Not him.
Not Kona Reeves.
He was a big Indies guy.
Oh, Dijak?
Dijak. Just imagine Sherman's I found my partners.
It's Dijak and Lars.
I had to go to Florida to get them. Lars and Donovan Dijak. Just.
Oh, God. That'd be pretty
You would see the
sweet,
Shield shit their pants.
Yeah, Lars Sullivan alone makes me shit my pants.
It's they just not dominate them, but beat the Shield. Shield definitely do something.
Yeah.
But at the end,
Back and forth, it's a good match.
They walk out winners. It's just
fuck.
Show's this works really well, and then just literally just start beating up everybody.
You guys are the Shield, we're the Sword.
They're all big and dumb, so it'd probably be something like that.
Can you imagine Bray Wyatt's now free? Bring back and Luke Harper's on his own.
And Braun Strowman.
And Braun Strowman, Wyatt Family 2.0 without Eric Rowan. I can see WWE doing something stupid like that.
Wyatt Family versus Sanity.
Realistically, that I can see happening.
Wyatt Family versus
As
Sanity.
Strowman trying to find someone to help him.
Yeah. And Bray.
It'd probably be someone like the what?
Just let Luke Harper keep the Bludgeon Brother look, though. I know he's like.
I think they would.
I think they would.
See the one that comes out in like the weird ghost, the goat gas mask.
No, that's
wrong.
He's always wearing the sheep mask. He has the skeleton.
Yeah, he still come out in that.
Yeah, why not? Just a different look. And they got Bray going back.
You bring a hammer.
Yeah.
Ask JoJo, maybe he already has one.
Hey!
Zing!
Those are what, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
It still works.
Yeah.
Oh, JoJo.
What's the problem with Ben? Well, you know.
This is the Abigail. Give me the strength.
That'd be really weird if he's called her sister
yeah,
Abigail.
No,
weird.
Sister
So
Abigail.
weird. So weird though if he's calling that. What did you say?
Follow the buzzard.
Anyway. And then we had the match that really pissed me off.
I was honestly about to stop the show right there.
We're going to have to talk about it? Good.
Bork Lesnar.
If we're not going to talk about it, good.
Yeah, Bork.
I like the beginning was promising because of Braun Strowman.
And then I'm sitting there thinking about it like he's literally just oh god, they're using him as a distraction.
Yeah, later on through the match I sat there, I was like, oh crap.
Like right before
He's
even
talking
before,
like he's gonna be in the match too.
Reigns jumped
At
out.
first I thought he was going to say, I'm joining.
At first I thought we
And
were
they're like, I'm not going to join. I'm just letting you know whoever wins, I'm waiting right here and I'm cashing. I'm just going to stand there. I mean, they could have played it off where Roman and Brock were kind of looking at him more because they basically ignored him until like the last minute where Brock was smart enough to jump out of the way and let Roman hit him. You know, but
it was even before he jumped out, I'm like they're going to do something and take him out.
basically.
And then all of a sudden it's just like
And remember,
I saw him run into the rope.
Yeah, remember before Brock got back in the ring, I was like, I swear to God, if Brock gets up and gets hit by a spear and that's how the match ends, I'm going to be so mad.
Hey, guess what, ladies and gentlemen?
He was hit by a spear and the match ended. I was really mad.
To be fair, the chair fell on his face.
That was hilarious.
So that's probably what took him out. Spear.
No, what happened was he fell back and the chair bounced off the mat and came back and smacked him. He's like, oh God.
Look when it hit the rope and came like shooting back.
Precisely. That's why he didn't kick out. He was unconscious.
The chair gave him.
No, because he's like laying there. He like grabs it. He's just like. And gets hit.
No, the chair bounced back. He let go of the chair, but he was expecting to go out of the ring, and I think it hit something and came back and
It hit the rope and came back.
Yeah, because you saw him and it hit him in the face. You're like, what the fuck?
He's getting pinned. It's like 1, 2, 3.
What the
Why
fuck?
is the chair mid getting pinned? Did you see the one picture of people trying to dispute it? Because he had one shoulder up before at the count of one.
That'd be kind of cool. If someone did that. That'd be
It's
great.
because people don't want Roman Reigns to have the title.
Yeah, but at least it's on fucking
At least it's on TV.
man.
And we had a good match between him and Finn.
Yeah, I see. Look, that's how it got defended on Monday Night Raw for the first time in years, man.
Well,
Yeah, but how long are they going to let Roman carry that?
I don't know. I don't care, but as long as
especially with the Shield back together, yeah.
Yeah, but as long
Until
as
the Shield breaks up and we have a triple
Because
threat
two
for
of them
that
have
title.
titles.
It's gonna be like,
as long as whoever gets the
Dean's the
title
one titleless.
stays on TV.
one of them's going to be tag champs. They're going to be tag champs at some point. You kind of have to think that's going to happen.
What if
Dean's not going to go to 205 Live
what
with
if
the
they
cruiserweight title.
what if they do a repeat and Dean gets the United States title at some point?
You can't. It's on a different show.
Well, yeah, no, I know it is, but I'm just saying, like.
Which just means that at one point Dean's turning on one of them and going for the title.
Yeah, I think Dean's gonna
Probably
be
Seth.
heel.
Probably Seth.
I
Dean
don't-
should turn heel.
I could see
Dean should have turned heel the first time.
Roman convincing Dean to turn heel so that he gets the title and it's Roman and Dean.
Yeah. And Roman doesn't have to worry about
And
what
Seth
it
is on his own.
And Seth's going to be like, fuck you guys. I'm going after Roman then. Basically.
I don't
Which
I
should
don't-
happen.
Oh, great.
And then Strowman's like, I'm going to cash in, and then gets beat up again.
You think Strowman's gonna, when he cashes in, do you think he might get the
He's going to Baron Corbin it.
Strowman? No. I don't see that happening. Because Strowman's one of the biggest guys there. Like, popularity-wise.
It just looks funny holding the briefcase. He's too
I
big.
just, he shouldn't
It's like
have
me
it.
holding my phone. It's like, here's the briefcase.
He shouldn't even have it.
I'm cashed in.
I really wish.
Brock just tossed it all the way up.
It broke the monitor.
Oh.
It broke some of the lights in the thing. That was pretty fun. Brock even looked back and was like, oh, fuck.
That was probably like hundreds of dollars right there. Fuck.
Brock was like, oh,
I made that taking a shit this morning.
what the fuck?
What about you ask how much it'll cost to fix that screen?
Yeah, but man, that was the reason why this one was not happy. Was not happy with the ending.
Yeah, really, the last one was brought from a B.
I mean, I'd say
Like
going
a
into
C.
it, I went going into it like good luck SummerSlam after watching Takeover, because that's going to be hard to follow, obviously. But you know, the fact that they were doing pretty decently, I was like, just kind of keep it up. The wrestling in the matches is good.
Yeah, they started off
Yeah,
as probably one of the better pay-per-views of the year,
and
then finished it. That seems to be a really big theme, though. If you think about the last
it starts well and it ends terribly.
Yeah.
Because
they
when we
don't
were watching,
know how they want to
yeah,
book
when we were watching SummerSlam, I told you about the tweet Brian Alvarez had, where he said, on NXT, the top talent fights for the titles.
Yeah.
It's top guy versus top guy. With WWE, it's more about the gimmick, which means we get lackluster matches. And I think that's true. I feel like the big people should go for the titles. If you want to have gimmick matches, leave gimmick matches to that. Like, they don't need certain people going after titles. Like, Finn Balor should be competing for a title on every pay-per-view. Samoa Joe should be competing for a title on every pay-per-view.
Yeah, either competing for one or not there because someone else big is competing for the title.
Exactly.
They have enough top talent that they could just keep rotating.
Yeah. I just wish they would go back. Not to the Attitude Era, because there was always faults and the wrestling wasn't as good. The stories were good, but the wrestling athletically was not as good back in the 90s compared to now. Like, the wrestlers now are so much more athletic and the moves are so much better now.
But it was the stories that made
it believable. And, you know, like the thing you guys were watching earlier.
What ruins it now is the internet. They can't.
Well, yeah, the internet does stuff. They really can't hide secrets anymore. Like, you can't keep it a secret a lot. There's so many
the Hardys, but people are all like, a plane flight there. Really, they can make it in time when they return.
Realistically, but there's a lot of things where people say that. It's like, are they really? No, the thing that threw off the Hardys was they wrestled in a ladder match the night before. They were like, are they really going to compete in another ladder match? I don't think so.
But you knew they lost the title in the match, and you're like...
Well, I knew they were coming. I thought they would have been the Raw. My thing was they were coming the Raw after. Like the Dudleys did that one time. Did not think they were going to show up at Mania.
Honestly, if I'm told, like, hey, WrestleMania, you're going to win the titles, get here as soon as possible.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like, okay, where are you right now? I'm in my car. I just started driving to the airport.
Yeah.
Oh. Yep.
If WWE's going to throw that much money at you, yeah, I would do it too.
I wouldn't even bring a change of clothes with me. I would just have what I'm wearing for my match, and that's it. I need the first flight to here.
Yeah, but you kind of need some change of clothes because of the fact you're going to be on Raw the next night. You don't want to wear the same clothes 3 nights in a row. It's going to be kind of stinky.
Oh, you can just, like, one bag.
Yeah, like a carry-on, basically. Not like a whole, like...
And honestly, they can just be like, fuck it, I'm going to bed. Just throw it at someone. Wash this for me.
Yeah. Could. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they can find pants somewhere from another, you know...
Shows up wearing, like, Ricochet's outfit.
It was great. I love Velveteen so much.
Probably my next shirt's going to be Velveteen.
Yeah.
I'm just poor. I can't afford to buy too many shirts.
Yeah.
Christmas time, I usually get, like...
2 or 2. Yeah.
Velveteen.
Christmas time is good.
So Velveteen.
I like at least one wrestling shirt. I don't have any.
You don't have any wrestling shirt? Man, you need a wrestling shirt.
I want a Happy Rooster though.
Can I just get 3 Velveteens?
Probably put a lot of money in his pocket.
I don't really like a Ricochet shirt.
His shirts are kind of bland considering the fact he's so...
Not bland.
Yeah, he's one of the most athletic guys in the world.
So whose shirts do you want, Rudy?
Rusev Day, you just said.
Oh, there's 2 more shirts. You give you 3. Rusev Day. Lana Day?
Maybe. I don't know.
Becky Lynch? Little Punisher.
Her newer shirt's kind of cool. I'd wear her shirt.
I don't know Becky Lynch.
Undisputed Era.
I know what we're getting early. Ronda Rousey. Roman Reigns.
I would have Roman Reigns before Ronda Rousey.
And Enzo Amore.
They don't even sell those no more.
I'm sure it's on a clearance.
They're on clearance. Definitely on clearance.
No, Seth Rollins, actually.
Seth has some cool shirts.
I told you what you're getting.
No. Fuck you.
No.
I don't want that. You can take the other two and give me Roman Reigns. I wouldn't be opposed to it. If you said James Ellsworth, then I was,
Smack.
I don't think he has any much better.
You should make a shirt that's just a giant chin.
What do you mean giant chin? He doesn't have one.
I know, so it gives him one. A shirt that has a chin. So he just does this and it looks like he has a chin.
Terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's our show. That's our recap. That's a little bit of Rudy's Wrestling Rants. Maybe he'll throw a couple more out.
Other than that, there's not much really else to
No.
talk about.
When's
We discussed
Mae Young
everything.
Classic get fully released? Or
September.
so I know they started
It's a
that.
September event.
September.
Right?
It's September. It's September, and it goes all the way through until Evolution, because the finals is going to be on Evolution.
So none of that has started yet?
No, I mean they have like tapings for them, but they haven't.
You can know
Aired.
Tegan Knox got hurt.
Yeah, blew out her knee again. Blew it
I
out.
feel so bad.
I know. She tried to wrestle on it still. She tried to finish and like
At
took
first
one
they
step
threw-
and she was like, nope, I'm done.
At first, the ref threw up the X. And
Ref threw up the X, she's like, no, I can do this, I can
She's
do this,
got
I'm
this,
fine.
stood up, fell, and just went like that. As
Yeah, she fell back, she was like, yep, I'm done. Goodbye. And she was in a lot of pain.
She had more testiculos than someone who broke a finger.
Gara.
I broke a finger too.
Yeah, but he broke his wrestling. You're not gonna go with his wrong.
Yours isn't PG.
A dog broke my finger.
It's even weirder.
Good night.
Bottom
My
line-
shoes are fucked up, by the
Yes,
way.
I know. Thank you. I need new ones.
Disgusting.
This is fucked up.
What happens when when I work a lot? Yeah.
If he can't find shoes in his size.
Yeah. Big feet.
Thank you for listening.
Happy Rusev Day.
Like, comment, subscribe. You're not going to because you probably didn't listen this far.
Yeah, you probably
If you
hate
did,
us.
thank you. You do not suck like everyone else who quit.
Yeah, everyone else who quit. Fuck you. Ah!